keeping this covenant. Man's had enough of it. Trust. My people are suffering every day. The sin that we smothered them. It seems like we loving it. Do we? Cause we never stopping it. My people are suffering every day. The sin that we smothered them.
That's good. We teach that we should be of our own people.
That's right.
100%.
That's good. I mean, yeah, Israelite to Israelite, no?
Africans.
Right.
Africans.
Right. I mean, Africans.
Hamites.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, whatever the policy is, man.
You saying, brother, you good?
Yeah, man, you're right.
Bless you guys, are also kings as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've been obviously, I see you guys doing your thing. Obviously, me, passing your energy, I kind of like feel related. You know what I mean? And I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Crazy, you're crazy. Yeah. He came because of me, slightly.
Yeah, because of your vibe, bro.
Oh, crazy.
You know what I mean? And it's something I feel related to. Obviously, I want more understanding.
You believe in the Bible?
That's good.
Yeah.
My brother will teach you though. Okay.
Jump in.
Run it.
But I feel like the Bible has been, interpreted like so many times in so many ways. Do you know what I mean? In a way that you don't even trust in what is being preached right now. Do you know what I mean? So you really have to go back. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like I'm
ready
in
for
that
that,
journey. I want to understand.
What's your name? Ovi. Lord willing, these brothers give you a fresh.
Alright, let's get Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
Fresh outlook.
Yes, I'm willing. I'm open-minded, and I'm willing to. Do you know what I mean? Hear you guys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think Christ looks like?
I think Christ looks like each and every one of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Each and every one of this, I think Christ looks like.
why do you say that? What do you mean by that?
I feel like Christ is everywhere. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like each and everyone's got a spirit, but we all got different souls. You know what I mean? Like something that makes us different from each other. But we're always looking outside of us, aren't we? But if we look inside of us, we will also find what we're looking for, if you get what I mean.
Okay, you're saying like the energy that it comes with, basically. Yeah. So I hear you. Most are willing, we do move in that same energy. I'm saying on a physical level and its physical attributes, we're going to see out the Bible, like you said, some people, they're not teaching it properly. They're not trying to tell you what's really in there, because a lot of people don't want us to know and be informed. Because a black man that's informed is powerful, man. Christ was an informed black man. We're going to prove that.
That's right. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. And it reads, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
So you would be familiar with, I want it right here, because I don't want him to see that. I want it like that.
So
you would be familiar with this image here.
Yes, well, I've been trained and taught all my life.
Right.
I never really considered, do you know what I mean, as that's my savior. Do you know what I mean? I never really, put all my energy as that. I just felt like he gave me life, and I'm here to do, and I'm here to achieve, and no one can stop my purpose but only me, if you get.
Alright, that's good. So basically you don't really deal with this image, you just deal and understand with the concept. Alright?
Possibly, but again, like I said, brothers, they wake up, innit?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, innit? That's what we're trying to do.
Hey,
so
man, you drink milk,
let's
step away. Like, I ain't on that. But sorry, bro, let me know.
Yeah, we're lactose intolerant, by the way. Let's read that.
We are still.
Yeah.
As white as snow.
Alright, so read that from again.
Okay, Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14.
This is about Jesus Christ and what he looks like.
Right. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
White like wool. So do you know what wool is, right?
Yeah.
So what type of texture is that? Yeah, exactly, see? So is his hair woolly like a sheep hair?
No.
Right, so this is not like the image of what Christ would look like.
Straight one, yeah?
Right.
Strike one.
One for me?
No,
for him. For him.
Crazy.
Let's read on.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right, his eyes like a flame of fire, or are they like a jug of water?
Jug of water.
Yeah,
right.
Let's read on.
Right.
Soft eyes, isn't it?
Right.
Got them Google Gaga eyes.
Yeah.
Trying to persuade you to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Them puppy eyes, man. You know what I'm saying?
That feminine eye.
Yeah.
Please, sir, may I have some more eyes?
Yeah.
Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So brass was the color of his feet. He was wearing a long garment. John saw his feet and he said they were the color of brass. What's the color of brass with a B? Brass. Do you know?
Like black, brown.
It's brown. It's brown. Right? It's like copper color basically.
Yeah.
Brass is a metal alloy and it's like a copper color. Right, go on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So skin color, it was brass as if it had burned in a furnace. Is this color, skin color brown? Is it brass? No. It would look more like that. White woolly hair and brass skin color. So a lot of people, they don't teach exactly what's in the Bible.
Right.
A white pastor is not going to tell you that Christ is a black man.
Right.
And teach you that.
Yep.
Right? After his people put our people in slavery. And actually show you and tell you that slavery is even spoken about in the Bible. So have you heard of the Israelites before?
Yeah.
Who are the Israelites? Well, what do you know about them?
Well, I think like it goes through bloodlines, right? Through Noah's heritage, and he left his land to generation upon generation. And obviously, if you look at it, people are looking at it as in, if we were slaves, yeah, and if we've gone through all this trauma and all this, and if you really question, what's going on, why did this happen to you? Why is most of the religion, like most of the teachings about us black people, why they hiding it? Why they not, like in school what I was taught is we were just slaves, you know what I mean? Like you guys saying I'm king, you know what I mean? I relate and I look at you guys the same way as I look at myself, but in general I look at everyone like that. I give everyone the same respect, if you get what I mean. So I get where you're coming from, do you know what I mean? And it's probably like you would say, the black people are the Israelites. Do you get what I mean? I have a feeling that is true, do you know what I mean? But we're in a certain type of, generation right now, aren't we? We're in a generation that, I know what to do, but it's how I'm going to go on about it, if you get what I mean. So I'm enlightened, but it's for me to put that information out to you is a bit sticky because I'm trying to get all my words into my head and just freely speak it out to you, if you get me.
So you understand that our people would most likely be the Israelites. You kind of get that gist. So what we're trying to do is establish that and prove that to you, that we would be the Israelites. Not just, yeah, you can feel it, and that's mighty if you do, but it's actually written. You can prove that in the scriptures as well. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. So Moses, which you're familiar with, Moses, he was the mediator between the Israelites and the Most High God. And he told the Israelites this message. Go on.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the Israelites, now God requires the commandments to be done. And if they didn't do the commandments, that curses would happen to them. Let's get verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So these curses are going to be upon the Israelites for a sign. Meaning, in order to know who the Israelites are, they're going to be the ones who, when they are in sin, they're going through these curses. These curses are going to show you who the Israelites are.
Right. And for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So even though this was written thousands of years ago, today in 2024, the Israelites are going to be going through these curses for breaking the commandments. So let's see what some of these curses are. Let's go to verse 33. Actually, we read that before. Let's go to verse 68. You spoke about slavery. Go on.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, it says the Lord shall bring thee, meaning you, into Egypt again. Speaking about the Israelites, they'll go into Egypt again. So when they went to Egypt the first time, what were they doing there? How were they living there?
They're living peacefully.
At first they were living peacefully, and then Pharaoh rose up and made them into slaves.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And Moses then had to free them.
Yeah.
So the same way that the Israelites were slaves before, in Egypt is the same way that the Israelites, they're going to be slaves again.
Okay, but in a way that it's not physical slave.
Let's get Judith chapter 5 verse 11.
Something like
Judith
that.
5:11 in Apocrypha. Right after
I feel
Tobit.
like things don't
After second Esdras, after Tobit and the Apocrypha.
Little kid that, you know, going to school,
Judith,
I always
Judith
like,
chapter 5
they're
verse
telling
11.
me one thing and I'm thinking to myself, this does not make sense. Do you know what I mean? Nothing adds up because, you know, it's from my parents, you know, taking me to all those churches, you know what I mean? And for me, you know, sitting and listening to them, you know, and then, you know, starting to build up my own consciousness and now understanding, like, you know, something doesn't sit right, but I'm trying to find that direction, do you know what I mean, that leads me, you know, to do the right. But I know from right and wrong, do you get what I mean? So
what's the message you guys are trying to put out there?
So, I mean, you was gone, so I'm not going to reiterate when you just left. You should have been here. So just listen in and you'll catch up. Judith 5:11.
Right, it's Judith chapter 5 and verse 11. And it reads, therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them.
So the king of Egypt, which is another name for the Pharaoh rose up against them, meaning the Israelites. He rose up against the Israelites when they were living in peace in Egypt. The Pharaoh said, "What? Look at all these Israelites just living good. You know, they're so great. They're so strong. They got mighty beards, right? They dress so well. They look. All of the Egyptians, they're looking up to them." They said so the Pharaoh was like, "Nah, man, I can't have these people in my land looking so good, man. I'm gonna rise up against them." Go on.
And dealt subtly with them.
Right, so he has a subtle plan, he had a cunning plan. And he came round with his Egyptian priests and his buddies and thought about how he could come to take down the Israelites that were living in Egypt. Go on.
And brought them low.
Brought them low because they were living high. He brought them low. Go on.
With laboring in brick.
He made them work. Go on.
And made them slaves.
As a slave. So in Egypt, the Israelites, they were living fine. And then another Pharaoh came and said, "No, I can't have them living good like that. I am going to bring them low because they're in my land. Who do you think they are, man? Right? Living all good and that. You know, just like you might see.
You have America out right now, innit?
There you go. There you go. So Egypt today is what? What land is like Egypt today? Where they have the Israelites there.
It was America and Africa together, innit? And then they found, I don't know, I can't really put it out, but they've separated, innit?
So
and now it's some like things don't really, obviously you just sometimes really have to look carefully and go back to, as in they've been taken over and everyone right now is low and everyone's thinking we are slaves, we came from slave, this is our upbringing, do you know what I mean? But I know I'm more than that, I'm bigger than that.
That's right.
Exactly. They made us slaves.
There you go.
And
Why wait for me?
And if they made us slaves, what are you doing, bro?
Or they labeled as something else.
If they made us slaves, then obviously we must have been something great before that. Like we was living well in Egypt, but even there, coming from Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, these are mighty men. Everyone's heard of Abraham, Moses, King David. Why are they still known to this day? No other people has people that living that long ago that are still relevant today. There's no person from the Arab, that's a Chinese, that's a Somalian, that's a European, that has anyone that lived over 3,000 years ago that they can even talk about. They can't talk about anyone. Only us, we have the Israelites. We have the richest history. We're very great people. So we want to go back into our history. It's actually the same people that the scriptures, that the Most High God made us remember. I made the whole world to remember. Because just like today, if you want to think about singers, you're thinking about our people, black people, right? Michael Jackson,
right.
Beyonce, think about our people, man.
Yeah.
So when it comes to things that are great, our people make the greatest names. Right. And we even do that even after being slaves, even after being at the bottom.
Right.
So just like Egypt, where we were slaves, it's just like America put us in slavery, right? The people who came to America, they brought us to a land, not came to America, came to Africa and brought us to America, because America is that Egypt today. Right. So when God is saying you're going to go into Egypt again, He's saying you're going to go into a place of slavery again, just like you were in Egypt before, right? And let's read it again to prove that.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Remember, this is a curse for our sins. That because of our sins, God God is going to cause the Israelites to go into slavery again, right? Go on.
Into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. The Israelites were given this curse that if they did not keep the commandments, that they will go into slavery on ships.
And which happened.
Which happened to who? Us. It happened to our people. So you said you're Delta.
They were constantly, putting it out there that we're all into like kind of like a slave trade, all going to ships. Do you know what I mean? And that's when everyone's mind just start thinking that's actually how we came. But it's not. I get you, bro. I get you. It's really hurtful as well to think that.
Yeah.
But I don't know right now in 2024 should I be having obviously having a bit of animosity towards what's going on. But I'm trying to find what to do. Is it preach the word? Obviously, we now know that Jesus is not the right name. Do you know what I mean? So.
His name in the Hebrew would be Yahushai. 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 Yahweh is the name of God. Yahushai is the name of Jesus. Yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah.
What would you say that Bible? Where does it say that in the Bible?
Alright, I can prove that. Let's go to Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. In the Latin. So you wouldn't get that he's going to be a savior from the Latin translation. You'd have to go to the Hebrew translation to get the Hebrew origin to get the original way that his name would be said at that time, because he wasn't a Roman, right? He wasn't speaking the Latin, right, as his primary language, and Hebrew as his primary language. So in order to understand how he spoke and how his parents would have named him, just like your parents would have named you in English, what name? Because they speak their original language. Same with Christ. He has his original name and some people that from Nigeria, they may come and they may translate their name into the English way, but he has his original way, so it's called Yahushai. That's how it would be said in the Hebrew. Right? He's not a white man, he doesn't have a white name. You don't call him Josh, right? Joshi, Joe, right? Yeah. He was an Israelite, so he's gonna have Israelite sounds to it. It's gonna have Hebrew sounds to it. Just like you in your language, your language is gonna sound completely different to the English language. It's gonna have different sounds to it. It's gonna have more strength to it. Right, because English is a weak language. So yeah, he came from a strong language and a strong people of the Hebrew. So that's how he would say, and we would say his name in the Hebrew. So yeah, there's been a lot of being English is not who we are. We're not English. We don't come from this land. They've colonized Nigeria, and have taken control and dominion over those people, and would say you're part of the Commonwealth. Meaning your wealth is their wealth. So they're trying to take all your riches.
Make us dumb.
Exactly.
That we don't understand.
Exactly. They made us dumb. So what we want to do is get our knowledge and our wisdom from God. We want our knowledge to come from the Most High. And we don't want to just stay in one place. We want to develop on the wisdom of God. So the knowledge of God, let's get Sirach 1 verse 27. Alright, let's get Sirach chapter 1 verse 27. And let's get Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10.
The book of Sirach chapter 1 and verse 27, and it reads, "For the fear of the Lord is wisdom, and instruction, and faith, and meekness are his delight."
So the fear of the Lord. So we want to have wisdom, which comes with instruction. So our wisdom and our knowledge, it has to come with instruction. So when we want to know what to do, like it's in itself. You want to know. You don't just want to know, oh yeah, I just know stuff. No, you want to know what to do. That's the main thing. If you don't know what to do, just be clueless. You can't lead anyone if you don't know what to do.
Right.
You can't be a father. Your sons you don't know what to do.
Right.
You can't go to work if you don't know what to do.
Yep.
You have to have the knowledge to actually apply it. You can't tell your manager, yeah, I know this stuff, but you don't do it. So you know it to do it. Right? Oh yeah, I have a degree. Use it, right? Oh yeah, I have this qualification, but you don't know what to do. But you have to know what to do. That's why they test you after. So to show that, yeah, with the knowledge, you can't just, oh yeah, I read the book, I know it. They test you after to see if you know what to do. And life is that test that with the knowledge that we get from the scriptures and the Most High, that we know what to do.
Right.
Right? So we have situations in our life where we're presented with, and the Most High says, let me see if you know what to do. Let me see if you actually were listening to me. It's the same thing.
I've been feeling like they've been trying to test me, like I know this, like no, I don't know it. I'm still willing to learn. I want to know it, but it's too much information from way back. Do you know what I mean? And I'm trying to put it all in my head. And I might just say I'm that type of person. I learn it. Do you know what I mean? The next day I end up forgetting it. I'm trying to learn how to retain that memory of what I learned so I can use it to try to teach someone. And then when I do try to teach someone, like try to show someone or try to show my mom how to be better, do you know what I mean? In a health wise, do you know what I mean? Everything just comes slapping me back in the face. Do you know what I mean? And then I've been getting this reaction like he's trying to tell me to do something. Is it to use AI, artificial, to make it easier for myself, or for me to start jumping into spirituality, as in me meditating, because obviously they're trying to make us dumb with the AI. Do you know what I mean? But all this, we are greater than what they created. Do you get what I mean? I have this feeling already, like before someone could even lie to me, bro, I already get that feeling of that energy. Do you know what I mean? And I stay away from that person. Or if I'm out in the club, they want to access my energy. They want to, you know what I mean? They look like
they want to drain you, man.
But the thing is, I'm never drained. It's like I give them more energy. It's weird, bro. It's weird the way I say it to you. It's just I'm trying so hard.
But imagine if you saved that though. I know you got a lot of energy to give, but imagine you saved it for the right moments and for the right things, man. Imagine you saved it for your people. You saved it for the Most High God, man. Imagine how powerful that would be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because then you could pour into someone with a full cup.
That's right.
As opposed to you're pouring into a little half cup there, dash, a little splash here.
Yeah.
Imagine you had a full cup, man. That was overflowing. All right, let's get Proverbs 9 verse 10, and let's get Deuteronomy 10 verse 12.
Chapter 9 and verse number 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So the first wisdom that you want to have is the fear of the Lord. We want to know that this is the Most High God that's created us. Is powerful. It's more powerful than us. More powerful than anyone. More powerful than Vladimir Putin, man. More powerful than Rishi Sunak. More powerful than Joe Biden.
Right.
Which isn't hard.
Right.
Let's read on.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
So that's what the knowledge we want to have, the knowledge of the Most High and His righteousness, His holiness. That's the knowledge that we want to have. And His knowledge and what He's given us is His word. That's His knowledge. Because everything you know, you're going to speak. So His knowledge is His word, it's a representation of His knowledge. So His word is the things that He gives out of His mouth, and out of His mouth, He commanded the Lord to be given unto us.
Right.
Let's get Psalms 147 verse 19. Let's read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And it reads, And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear thee, fear the Lord thy God.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the first requirement. Fear the Lord, right? So slow down. So and you want to teach. That's mighty. Make sure you fear the Lord.
I saw that.
Go on. Go on. Verse 12.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, go on, read it.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all His ways.
Right, He wants us to walk in all His ways. So that's what we want to make sure we're walking in all His ways, doing everything He said to the best of our ability.
Right.
You might slip up, you might fall, you might, you walk in that way, you kind of you kind of stumble, you kind of get back up.
Right.
Go on.
And to love Him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
And that's where we want to start off, that we're doing these things. Let's read what you got.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth His word unto Jacob.
He shows His word unto Jacob. Alright, go on.
His statutes and His judgments unto Israel.
Right, Jacob is another name for Israel. His word are His statutes and His judgments, His commandments. That's for us. That's His word. That's His knowledge. That's what He knows that we should do. And that's the knowledge that we should have. That's the instructions that we should have. Like, you know, every man loves like rules and manuals and, you know, things to follow. We like that. Yeah, man. I'll use that one. Yeah. Exactly. That's a great word to use. Go on.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Right, he gave this word for us.
Right.
He didn't bless everyone else with this word. Right. That's why everyone else they're not keeping it.
Right.
We need to be the ones that are going to keep it and step up to the plate that the Most High God has put upon us for us to be able to eat upon. Alright, let's go to Deuteronomy 14 and verse 8. So his word, you have commandments that come from his word that we should be instructed to live upon. No, that's cool. Let's take it slow.
Let's say the commandments.
Yeah, exactly.
Deuteronomy chapter 17.
14.
14
verse 8.
and verse 8. Salakia. Deuteronomy 14 and verse 8, and it reads, and the swine, because it sorry, 1 second, hold on.
No, you good, man, you loud.
Good? Yeah, for real. So now let the brother get this full understanding.
Trust me, you can hear it, bro. Trust me.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 8, and the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
So it says the swine is unclean to you. Do you know what swine is? Right. So God said, that's his knowledge. He gave it, read that again, he gave it the knowledge, he gave the science to it.
Right. And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean to you.
So the clean animals that we can eat, that are mammals, they have a divided hoof, they have a parted feet. But it says it cheweth not the cud. I mean, it doesn't have the necessary stomachs that divide the food when it's broken down, so therefore it's unclean.
Right.
I lie to you, yeah. These days, bro, I've been feeling not even eat anything meat, bro. I've been feeling like, let's say I would eat meat, yeah. I would go to bed. I'm waking up 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock just to puke all that, and my stomach is just rumbling. Like my body does not want to eat any of that anymore. It's not like I don't like it. That was me back then. I love it, but right now I'm feeling irritated. I'd rather eat like lion. I'm infatuated with eating lion's mane, something that can benefit my brain, benefit.
You said lion's meat.
You know, lion's mane. You know, like a
lion's mane.
Lion's mane.
You want to eat lion's mane?
Nah, it's not lion's meat. It's like a mushroom. Do you know what I mean? And you can turn it into like a meat. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is nowadays, even if I eat meat or eat fish, do you know what I mean? I'm getting my body's just. It's getting disgusted from it. I'm waking up every single time, waking up 3, waking up 5 at night just to release that food out of my body.
Okay,
Back then I used to eat a little bare pizza. I would be waking up with shit in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? Shit in my like I would just be feeling not myself. Do you know what I mean? Like
I understand that. What we're saying specifically though is make sure you're not eating no pork.
Pork, yeah.
I don't eat pork. Good. Let's read on.
I'm saying that pork tastes like human.
Like what?
Pork tastes like human.
Gloomy. Human.
Yeah, pork tastes like human.
Yeah, don't eat human either.
Definitely not. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch.
Yeah, go on.
Nor touch their dead carcass.
So don't touch the pork. Don't eat of their flesh. That's knowledge. Right, go on.
Right, verse 9. These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales ye shall eat.
Right,
Sorry, fins and scales, yeah, for real.
Is it always like this around here?
Alright, go on, I'll read it again. Verse 9. These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat.
So again, yeah. So that's knowledge. So the things that we can eat that come from the water, like you said, you might not really be feeding fish anyway.
Not crabs, is it? Not like crabs.
Does that have fins and scales?
No.
So you can't eat that then. Yeah, it has to have fins and scales. If you want to eat a type of thing that comes from the water, it will be classified as a fish having fins and scales. So anything that's not having fins and scales and is not a fish, you can't eat that. Alright? So that will be what, like you said, crab, lobster, Prawns?
I don't
Can't eat-
like any of them.
That's good. Right, so no oysters, no sea snails, no eels, no shark, no catfish.
I think I heard a saying that made them as delicacy now, so everyone's just buying them thinking what's making them sick. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Bro,
Because they're bottom feeding animals.
everyone's thinking I'm going crazy, but I'm more healthier than most of them, bro. You know what I mean? My whole family, I keep telling them, like my mom sold herself. I told her to go get a gastric surgery because if she didn't do that, her health would keep on deteriorating. At first, I was telling her like she needs to stop eating all the all this meat, because I could see the way it's making my body feel. Do you know what I mean? Because I was trying to see how the best way for me to gain muscle and the best way for me to lose muscle. So I was testing all that. I questioned everything, bro. Everything I always question. So I was trying to make my mom understand that since she started taking all this medicine, she's always been in bed. She's always been sick. Nothing is going good for her. Do you know what I mean? Her soul had to tell her to go get a gastric surgery, but I told her she didn't need to do any of that. All she had to do was start, with juices, taking fruits, eating. She's like, no, how can I eat all it? How can I eat all of this?
Yeah.
I need meat. That's what she was telling me, and I was in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, you do what you want to do. So her soul told her go get a gastric surgery, and now she's got that gastric surgery. And what's she doing? She's eating all the vegetables. She's lost so much weight, bro. She's lost so much weight, and I keep telling her, Mom, you look amazing. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't want to put too much into her about what's going on with the technology and AI and how we should move forward in spirituality. Right now, I feel like I need to know that 10 commandments. I need to know exactly all the 10 commandments, because I know one of the 10 commandments that don't use the Lord's name in vain, but the Lord wants to be praised. He wants his name to be heard. Do you get what I mean? So I get
It's a very mighty point. I will try and teach you as much as I can, man. I'm going to re-emphasize something you mentioned about the juices and stuff like that. There's wisdom in the scriptures according to that, and that would agree with what you just said. Let's read that one for sure.
This is Sirach chapter 38 and verse 4. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth.
There's actually medicines in the earth. God created those. Go on.
And he that is wise will not abhor them. And he that is wise will not abhor them.
Alright, so if you're wise, you're not going to abhor, meaning you're not going to hate the things that God has created upon the earth. The medicines that are in the earth.
what God created me. I love it. It makes me smile. It makes me joyful, and it makes me understand and know that there's now technology that making some different type of GMO foods, and you can tell because most of them don't even have seeds in them.
So my
you
point.
can tell, bro. You now have AI that can scan whatever you buy in the groceries. I'm there telling them you got to be careful because this is what's causing your sickness. This is what's deteriorating your health.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I'm over showing them proof, but their ignorance, I'm just thinking, why? Like, I'm showing you the proof. You're calling me crazy and all this, but I'm showing you the proof there. There's now AI to assist you. But then again, I don't want to be in love with that shit, bro. I don't want to be in love with AI. I want to use it outside of me, to benefit me. But I know there's more to what I can do with this brain.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
The more you apply yourself, the closer you get to the Most High, man.
Right.
And righteousness, though. So, as you're saying, these juices, they have like the vitamins, minerals. These are medicines, right? They have medical purposes. The especially tropical fruits. You've got more nutrients in it. And because it's got more nutrients in it, and it's all filtered, through the minerals, it can then replenish the minerals that are meant to be in your body that you're lacking, as to why sicknesses have come in the first place.
Right.
So you're meant to be having a healthy diet. You're not meant to be overeating, overindulging, wheezing in your sleep. You're not meant to have diabetes. These things come from, unrighteous gluttony and eating the wrong types of foods. When
They put it in a way you're celebrating it throughout the whole year. You're celebrating, Christmas, Easter, and in every single one of them disgusting celebrations, everyone is eating so much, eating so much. Like, that was me, bro. And then I start knowing these people this is not here for me. This is to bring me down. Do you know what I mean? But then I started noticing when I stopped doing it, I started to remember stuff, bro, in a slow way, and I know I can push it harder, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man, just
Hope
keep
you don't-
going.
hope
Keep
you don't
going.
think I sound a bit weird, bro.
Ah, man, you exactly.
I'm onto some weird shit, bro. I'm onto some weird shit, and I know I can get there. I know I can get there, but I need to first focus on praising the Lord, making money, making sure my environment is clean, and then I can start working. First, I help myself, then I can help others, because my goal is to help both spirituality and this physical world to protect my family, bro, the people I love, bro.
Yeah, man, take that leap.
My girl, she just got irritated and just walked away.
It's like probably not for her.
I mean, you got to think about that.
I've thought about that, but she likes me for who I am, but she's not understanding. I'm not picking. It's not about. I love everyone I love. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like everyone I love. It's just there's good and evil, and the evil is what I don't want near me. Do you know what I mean? I want peace, quiet. Do you know what I mean? I want to be a ghost. I don't want to be known helping people, bro. I would just want to do everything quiet in a way that I know
Matthew 19,
every single day I'm
verse
helping
29.
someone. Every single way but I know for a fact I'm struggling right now because I need to make that goal, get that money, but I know I need to put for God first at the beginning.
That's right.
That's right.
See, when you're putting God first and you're following that, whatever you need, let's get Matthew 6 verse 33. Whatever you need in your life is going to come with it. You just follow the Most High, man. Let's read that.
This is Matthew 19 and verse 29. It says, and everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive an 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
So if you forsake the things of the world that might be holding you back, the Most High is going to give you 100-fold, meaning 100 times that. 100 times greater than that. So if you forsake, whatever it is you put, this is holding me back. Let's get Matthew 5 and I want verse 29. You cut off your right hand. Go on.
Come on. Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33. And it reads, but seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Don't seek after people. That's where people go wrong. You see people kind of moving astray and you're trying to save them and help them, but you're not walking in all of his ways first.
Right.
You have nothing to help them to come to. Go to that first, and then then come through. Remember, Noah had to build the ark, and then
That's why I've decided to change myself first, and they can either learn from me. You know what I mean? I don't want to. It's not like I'm trying to be like I know better than them. I'm just telling them what's out there that they're not seeing. If you get me?
you don't need to necessarily even tell people that you're doing better than them. You can just show them the better way to do,
Right.
and then naturally they'll see it.
Be an example.
Right.
That's right.
And then you can speak on what you're doing rather than telling other people what you should do. Like
Right.
everything you're saying, like we keep that dietary law. I don't eat pork. I don't eat prawns. I don't eat these things. I used to eat these things, but I don't eat them anymore. I don't have to eat them because there's so many foods that God made that are clean in the first place. God made us anyway. He knows what we can eat and we can't eat. I have an issue not eating any of these foods that God said don't eat.
Right.
That's not a struggle to me. All right. Let's read that again.
Right. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Right, so what you need to eat, what you need to be dressed with, where you're going to live, your family, it's all going to be added onto you when you're keeping the commandments, when you're following him, because then everything that you get is from him. If you're not following him, everything you get it's from God, but Satan is using his hand to provide that for you.
Right.
So you have to forsake those things that Satan provided for you in order to follow God. Because a lot of things, if we weren't following God, a lot of things that we had in our life, it may be friends, it may be things, assets that we may have, it may be from following Satan. We need to forsake those things in order to follow God. You may have weed, You have to forsake that to follow God.
Yeah.
You may have an unrighteous women around you, unrighteous friends around you. You need to forsake that in order to follow God. But then he said that he's going to give you 100-fold. Right? I had friends in the world, right, that were leading me astray because I was following them. How can something or anyone lead me astray if you're not following them? In order to go the right way, you have to follow God. And in following God, those people are put away. Now brothers that are righteous, that are doing the things that have 100-fold now, right? There are unrighteous women in the world that you may have. If you forsake that, then you can get a righteous wife, 100-fold what you had before. You can have 100 unrighteous women and think, yeah, you're the guy. I've got 100 unrighteous women. You know, they're all bad and all this and that.
Right.
All you need is one righteous wife, bro. Right. And the Most High gave that to you. Most High willing. Then you know that's of the Most High.
That's right. Matthew 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Right, so you gotta take heed to the things you're holding on to. Because when you're holding on to something, it means you despise the opposite of that. You can't hold on to the things that are contrary. Right, so if you love God, then you're gonna hold on to God,
right,
which means you're despising Satan.
Right.
If you love Satan and you love the ways of this world and the things that are unrighteous, guess how you feel about God? You may not be saying it, but subconsciously, through your actions, you're showing it.
Yeah.
You got that?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 49. And if thy right eye offend thee,
if your right eye offend thee, meaning a part of your body, it's not literally, right? Because your eye is used for, you being able to see, go places, do things, right? Go on.
If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Pluck it out, right? Take it away from you, right? Doesn't mean, if you have a bad eye, pluck it out. It's literally saying
something's leading you astray.
Exactly, because your eyes lead you to places.
Right.
Then take it away from you. Go on.
And cast it from thee.
Cast it from you, man. Dash it away, man. Right? I don't know what the in your language what the word for dash it away is.
I want to see you, bro. I was brought up early here, so I didn't really pick up any of the language. It would be like Orobo or Igbo. The only language that stuck to me is English, but I'm not even good at that bullshit, bro. I mean,
that's fine, man. But you know what? Dash it away.
My dads, they speak it, bro. I've lived a hard life, a proper hard life, but I've never turned astray to I know my right from wrong always. I always I get this sense of when something's wrong, it's not like I'm scared. They want me to do bad, do you know what I mean? So it can just get me, but it never happens. Or something's either protecting me, or if I had it, say I'm not the one driving, I might buy the cars, I'm not the one driving, and someone's had the accident, and something's bad to happen. I always feel like something's protecting me, and I've had so many incidents like that, and it's just shown me in a way that someone's looking after me properly, bro.
That's good, man. That's mighty. That's why don't worry about. That's what Matthew 6 is speaking about, not having worries, because when you worry, you forget that everyone's even controlling you and governing over. The Most High is governing over you in the first place. Right. Don't forget that the Most High is governing you, man.
I got that. I'll read it.
Yeah, go on.
Matthew 6 and verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow. For the morrow. Alright, go on.
But
therefore take no thought for the morrow. For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
So don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to pattern itself, basically. Right? Don't be like, tomorrow.
That used to be me. Always thinking I need to do this now because I'm seeing my mom and my dad are not together. So I'm thinking I'm the eldest son. I need to get that. I need to get that bread. I need to But it never works out. But this throughout this year, I've been more calm. I felt like I needed to make my heart like a feather. I had to apologize to my dad. I'm like, yo, dad, I know you've not always been there, but I've always had something against you, and I just had to let it go. But the funny thing is, he's always been there, but it's just something I had to just say to him to just know, before anything happened, not thinking I'm gonna leave this world. It's just I need to be positive between my heart. But something is holding me. I need to be I need to be free inside me. I don't know, just I find it hard to speak out.
That's righteous.
I will work on this. I will work on it.
That's righteous.
Man.
That's a good example, man. That's what we should be doing.
Right.
So don't worry about those things. So I'm not saying don't make moves. Don't say, oh yeah, tomorrow I've got to pay that bill tomorrow. It's gonna deal with itself anyway. No, I'll pay that. But don't worry about it.
The universe can see it. You gotta put something out there so you can come back.
Right, know what's in your control and what's not in your control.
Right.
What's in your control, make moves, man. Be a man. But what's not in your control, why are you worrying about it? Alright. Let's verse 30, I think, or what?
I didn't finish 29.
Oh yeah, go on.
Verse, I'm going to start 29 again, Matthew 5 and 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
Right, so something that you could call yours, that belongs to you, let that perish, not you. Because if it say it's yours and it belongs to you and it's mine, then the Most High will just throw the whole thing away. Dash that thing away, that's, you know what I mean?
Because when you do pass away, you take nothing, you have nothing but your soul. No, I get
Exactly.
you. I felt like everyone's, like when I was young, I felt like I grew up with because I wasn't into any of this material stuff, like cars, do you know what I mean? Like if I wanted to get, like I would go and do the driving license, I would, push out to go do it, but I just, like I'm thinking to myself, I get the car now, that's 50 to 90% chance of me having an accident and me, destroying myself being in this world. That's how I've always looked at stuff, do you know what I mean? But it never stops me, like I'm just, like in my head I'm thinking, okay, I might have to get this car now because, I need to help my mom, do you know what I mean? Maybe some people are depending on me to, to drive, but it's the push of them wanting me to do all that, but I know that's not my role. I'm trying to, find something inside me to create so I can put out there, to create. So it's not like I'm creating something that's going to be 5 minutes and I have to create something new. I want it to benefit people. So I'm still searching inside, like what can I do to put out there. I don't want to be doing something that other people create for me or a job. I'm still searching inside. I want to do something to put out there. So that's why I went back, to start off with giving my life to God. Do you know what I mean? Try seek for money because in the world we live, we need money so we can be able to do things. And then
Exodus 20 and 8.
And then try to be clean. Do you know what I mean? Just everywhere around me, try to be clean.
That's exactly so.
So we just say I'm going in the right a little bit right footstep, or I need to go back to square one.
I mean, there's some things you're making the right. You are making the right step. I don't know exactly everything you do, but you are being right here. You're making the right steps because not to glorify ourselves. I'm just saying because you want to listen to what the Word is saying. So from you're trying to go according to what God is saying, you're on the right way. Don't try and go back to square one when you're trying to listen to what God is saying. So take those things that you need to remember and know. Exactly. I'm gonna show you another one. You mentioned the 10 Commandments, right? You want to keep those 10 Commandments. I'm gonna show you one of those 10.
Do you have any like a note like this? A note like this with the 10 Commandments I can take with me?
That's a good question. No, we don't. But,
do you have like an email?
We have an Instagram and an email on there as well.
Check. This is the YouTube channel.
Okay.
The YouTube
This
is on
one's the
there.
one without the email.
Oh yeah. And on the Instagram you'll find our email as well.
Yeah.
But you can DM the Instagram account and we get to you. And you want to email, you can email. And whatever. You got Instagram?
Yeah,
you're good, man.
You're good. I go Gmail.
You're good, man.
100%. I will DM you guys. This is something I'm really into. I love the Word of God, and I appreciate you guys for spending the time to speaking with me and just listening. just listening to you. Thank you guys.
Let me get this last one, right? Exodus
This
20
is the book
verse
of
8.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
And we appreciate your time as well, man.
Definitely.
Yeah?
It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Sabbath day, would that be Saturday?
Yes. So Friday evening to Saturday evening. So right now,
Friday evening to Saturday. That
alright.
day I should meditate.
so right now the Sabbath day is finished. Right, because it's evening now. The sun's gone down, the day's done. Right, everybody wants to party and freak off and do whatever their lusts conceive in themselves. But right now, we'll be in the first day of the week. The Sabbath day was finished in the evening. So Friday evening to Saturday evening, that's the Sabbath day. Like you said, it's the day you want to meditate. It's also a day of coming together. It's a day of ceasing from your labors at work. So you're not working on that day. Right, it's a holy day. So you don't want to work on that day. You want to be meditating in the scriptures that you said, and you want to try and gather with brothers as well. Right, so me and a couple of brothers up here from London. Right, ish. Are you in London? Ish, right? We're down there. Innit?
Yeah, we're down there. Yeah.
Right, a couple of brothers there from Manchester. So, are you from here though?
I live in Manchester.
Yeah. So, you know, you have brothers that you can congregate with and be with, whether it be online, whether it be in person. They can come out with and can help you and edify you and guide you more as time goes on. We're not here to give you something and just dash you away. Right. Who's next? No. We're here to actually try and help you as much as possible and bring you as closer to the Most High God as possible.
That's right.
Right? And if that be through, if you were able to help us, we need laborers, man.
Right.
So if you want to labor for the Most High God, and like you said, you want to preach and teach, we're all for that to help you be able to do that.
Right.
Like you said, you want to be walking in His ways and have that knowledge. So we want to give you as much knowledge as possible.
As well, because it gets me closer to have brothers around me.
That's what we're here for. We want to have brothers around us.
That's right.
That's why we're not here by ourselves.
That's right, bro.
Otherwise I'll be here by myself saying, nah, man, I don't need you, man, here, man.
Right.
I'm saying, you, man, you don't even need me. You do your thing over there, man. I'll do my thing over here, man. Nah, man, we need each other, man. Right? So let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9.
Yeah.
What's that? No, I didn't hear that. What is it?
Black Hebrew Israelites.
Loud.
See you in that?
No, we can hold that.
Get them to send them here.
It was spreading diseases over there, man. Sneezing on you, bro.
So you getting that?
What do you want, sorry?
No, he's got.
What do you want?
Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9.
Come on, got you. Come on, Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9, and it reads. Well, it's this page. Come on. 4 and verse 9, it reads, 2 are better than 1.
What did Lord say?
2 are better than 1.
Right, 2 is better than 1. And 2 is good. Let's get Amos 3, verse 3. It's not just any 2.
Right.
Right, because you can have 2. When it says 2 is better than 1, it's talking about 2 of the same.
Right.
That's right.
It's not saying 2 is better than 1. You know,
Right.
1
The
good.
same direction.
Exactly.
Not the same mindset, but it's going through the same direction.
Exactly. So 2 good is better than 1 good.
Right.
Just like, it's not saying 1 good and 1 evil is better than, no. 2 is a duplicate of the 1. Let's
Like,
read
you
that.
could be a bricklayer, or you could be into technology.
Yeah, but all still trying to build the same building. Right. Just like if you have certain companies, for example, like British Gas, they deal with engineering and they'll deal with plumbing as well. They're all working for the same thing. That's why 2 is better than 1. They're all working and building the same thing. That's what makes them greater. Let's read it.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 3. Can 2 walk together
Can 2 walk together
except they be agreed?
except they be agreed? 2 can't walk together except they be agreed. We can't walk in agreement with God. We can't be walking with God unless we're in agreement with Him.
Right.
He'll walk somewhere else, we're walking this way.
Right.
We're not agreeing. We're not going in the same direction. Right? The direction and the way is Christ.
Precept.
He's the way.
on.
He's the direction that we're meant to be following. That's how we get in agreement with God. We follow the way, which is Christ.
That's right.
Go on. 2 Corinthians 6 and 4.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Right, the Most High said to gather together. He didn't say just, he said, oh nation. We need to gather as a nation of people. Do you see any other nations up here? Oh, we are one nation up here. right? Because the Most High wants us as a nation to gather together, because that's what we don't do.
That's right.
Unless there's a Z here of weed, a lot of our people aren't gathering together. Unless there's a Z, some girls in crop tops and tracksuit bottoms.
Right.
People ain't gathering together, unless it's some loud music, with the higher bass line. People ain't gathering together, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's a cooning up.
Yep.
But we're not doing any of those things, but we're still gathering together. This is the gathering of the Lord that we must have in righteousness, trying to do better for our people.
Right.
And Lord willing, you can continue that to do the same for others as well. That's what we need to do. We want to change. Manchester all dirty and filthy, and our people are in sin, man.
Right.
You want to be the shining light in this place, man. That diamond and dirt, as they say. You got that 2 Corinthians 6 and 14.
This is 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together.
Don't be unequally yoked together. A yoke, you know what a yoke is?
I know yoke from an egg.
No, that's yoke. Y-O double L.
Joined together. Don't.
Let me show you.
As in like being poked.
As in, huh?
Is it being poked?
No, it's not. So a yoke is what animals use.
Oh, joined together.
So a yoke is what joins these oxen together, and they use that in order to keep them on one accord, so that they can plow and work together in the field. So you may have seen that, or actually you didn't grow up in Africa like you said, but
I did. I grew up like
you grew
I was
up
like 7, and then I.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like.
So you may
went to the school, but the same stuff they're teaching about the Christian Jesus. That's what they're teaching about.
Double side is the best way to.
Yeah. I hear you, bro.
Makes sense.
I hear you.
I mean, it's a bit fiddly, but
I own the thing.
it's another
That's
time,
right.
another time.
That's right.
But yeah,
We're not
that's
allowed
how.
to have our own team.
That's how.
You see, the Chinatown has its own team.
That's right. We need our own thing.
Clocked on this time ago. I'm just, I already know. I'm just trying to find a way to break out this, this mental.
This unrighteous yoke,
Exactly.
right?
And that's what the brother said. That's what the brother eloquently showed you. That this is just what we think is the closest we can. It's not an actual picture. It's not him. But this is the closest to the description of our God, because he looks like us. You understand? He don't look like no other God. Like you said. Go ahead.
So don't be unequally yoked. So see, this is an equal yoke because they're two of the same. But if you have one ox and one donkey, you can't put them together because one's going to be pulling the other, and the other's feet is just going to be scraping the floor.
Yeah.
Right? The donkey's already lazy as well. So the donkey's just going to be there, like,
Right.
while the ox is doing all of the work. And what's on that is going to then put a burden on the ox because it's carrying this other one's weight. And now it's going to be tired. Now it's going to faint, and it might die in the field because it's carrying this donkey all day. Whereas these oxen, they're powerful together because they're both stride for stride working together. So they've got like horsepower, and that's where you get like horses. They will carry the chariots, and that's where you get the terminology where cars today have horsepower. Because horses, you could have one horse that will pull a chariot or a wagon, but then if you had multiple horses carrying the same chariot or wagon, you have 2 horses, 3 horses. Now they're both powering on. Now you're going fast into the wars, right? So I have 1 horse, you got 1 horsepower. You've got 2 horses, you got 2 horsepower. So when you have these animals and they're all working together, you have more power,
Right.
as opposed to one is pulling the other. Let's read it again.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
With unbelievers. So that donkey I was talking about, that you just be pulling along, that's an unbeliever.
I would say, what I've noticed in 2024 until 2023, people don't even want to believe Jesus anymore. They don't want to believe it at all. They'd rather just believe in themselves.
Right.
They've now understand that there's no one to save us but ourselves. Do you get what I mean? They've now understand that, like the media, what they're putting out there, it does not make sense. With like if they're pushing, like Lil Nas out there, to be the number 1. and then they're preaching about how good Jesus is. Like everyone, even the good, the white, everyone is clocking onto this bullshit, bro. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, yes, I hear what you're saying, but I'm thinking, if the good and righteousness are starting to understand and waking up, and we all come, because as you said, we are all group. If we all start chanting the word of God, He will be heard. We're manifesting Him to this existence, if you get what I mean. But those in the olden days, we were there, well, how can I say, manifesting giving our powers to who? To Jesus. You know, in the churches, in the schools, you know, we've been taught to just preach Jesus. Do you get what I mean? So what have we been trying to manifest? We've been trying to manifest, you know, that entity to this unit, to this dimension.
So we want to make sure we're doing that in the right way. So really you can bring the Spirit into our lives by doing the right things. Because the Spirit is a blessing, man. To have the Spirit is a blessing, you know, because it's going to cleanse you, it's going to guide you and lead you, but you have to be in agreement with the Most High, man. Right? In order to be guided. You have to want to be guided. You have to want to be led.
That's right.
Otherwise, the Most High is going to give you something that's precious to Him.
He's not going to come inside you when you're unholy. Yeah, I get you. Once you start living the right way, you know, doing the right things, having the right mindset, then you can empower that source. I hear you.
Let's finish that.
It says, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?
Right.
And what communion have light with darkness?
So that's talking about the people that we're with. People that we're with can also be a hindrance. So likewise, you know, you trying to go according to righteousness, that's you being the light. So you don't want to be yoked with darkness. You don't want to be yoked with unbelievers or unrighteous. So, you know, just to be straight to the point, you may have like that. Was that your woman?
Yeah, that's my girl.
You want to be around. You want to have a woman that's righteous.
Trust me, she's a good girl. A very, very good girl. You're probably just looking at her. She's from Morocco. Do you know what I mean? She's half Portuguese. She can cook.
Is her dad Portuguese?
Her dad is from Morocco. Her mom's Portuguese. You know, she's good girl. Right now, man's broke. She's got her own yard. She's got her own mortgage. You know, she's on it, man. She's on it.
I'm trying not to laugh at that.
It's just obviously she knows I'm right. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't want me to be right, boy. Deep down, she knows I'm right. She was losing here. She's like, Ovi, oh, you have so much hair. Teach me your ways. Like, how you getting? So I told her, girl, you just have to eat. You gotta take cayenne pepper, turmeric, salt every single morning. She started doing it. She started seeing the changes in her hair, because what our hair is connected to our nerves. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, it's hard for me to put it out there, but I can tell it's good for me. Like, it's good. I mean,
Let's get that as well.
I'm not like, obviously you could smell that whiff there still. You know, I've not smoked for like 4 months. Do you know what I mean? I let her do it in. Do you know what I mean? When she feels like she wants to give up, let her give up. I'm not trying to push anyone. Do you know what I mean? I've learned to.
You don't smoke, do you?
No more. Bro, look, man. Come on, bro. Look at my eye. You don't see no red. But the thing is, smoking was in the Bible as well. They used to use it back in the days.
Nah, they didn't.
They used to use it. It was called a different word. You know, it's called cannabis now. It was called a different word. And when you smoke,
they wasn't using it.
You have to like say, okay, I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna, you know, not with tobacco. Do you know what I mean? Right now it's laced, but back then they used to use weed, you know, for some medical, you know.
Yeah, but they weren't smoking it for medicine.
Yeah, they weren't smoking it, but they were using weed. Our own body, we can produce that the same THC through meditating. Do you know what I mean? You see that? You see what we're smoking there? That weed there, we can produce it, and I've also got the same reaction. You know, when you meditate, you know, and you're working with your breath, you can get high on your own supply, bro. You know what I mean? I tried telling her this. I tried telling her like you know, obviously when she's like, she'll wake up in the morning, born as you. You know what I mean? I'm telling her like she don't really need to do that. It's like when she's stressed or when she's feeling a bit of, you know, like some type of way in her body, she could just go ahead, burn your Z if it's getting you to feel calm. Do you know what I mean? Or know what you're taking. But when you're excessively doing it, it's doing an ounce, you're blocking, because you're already producing that, you're blocking it. Do you know what I mean? It's coming through your pores, coming through your face. Do you know what I mean? And it's up to her if she wants to change, you know. But I see changes from her, bro. It's just obviously it hits her nerves, like what she's been taught. Most of it is wrong, bro, because we're all starting to learn that they're not here for us, but unless we start picking up all this wisdom ourselves.
It's all a bit 4 and 12. Let's get that.
Which one do you want? Because I got 9 and
Whatever
1,
you
9
want.
and 12.
Whatever you want.
I'm going to go with 9 and 12. It says, Ezra 9 and verse 12. Now therefore, give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons.
Right, so this, for your parents, right, would really, if they were raised according to the scriptures, they would ensure that you were not given unto a daughter that's of another nation. Let's read on.
It says, no seek their peace or their wealth forever.
It said, don't seek their what?
Their peace or their wealth forever.
Right, you want to say, oh yeah, but she's rich though.
She's got a nice house.
Yeah, she's got a nice peas. Don't seek their peace and their wealth. Why? Because they're going to use that against you afterwards.
True.
Alright? They're going to tell you, oh, but I did this for you, I did that for you.
Situation, you know what I mean? She's not trying to be like,
yeah, now, because
you know what I mean?
he's saying if you ain't got nothing, but wait till you got something.
She sees me because she knows, as she said, I'm a king. She knows that she sees me as, you know, that's my king. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when you have a couple of hiccups.
So why did she leave you?
It's just the words. It torments her mind, bro. It torments their mind because they don't want to listen to that. They want to have a peaceful, good life.
So she's a king, but she obedient to you?
She's a queen. Yeah, trust me.
She's obedient to you.
Like, I'm not forcing her to stay. If she wants to go, she'll go. Me or back in the hotel and that. You know what I mean?
How long have you been with her?
Me and her, say a year now. A year. You know, so she knows, you know, my criteria and I understand her criteria. I don't try to push her, you know, she's learning from me. Before she used to be a bit chubby, you know what I mean? Now you can see her mom's like, you're losing weight all the time since she met Obi. You know what I mean? She used to be a bit, you know.
So with the earth.
You put in a diet on that.
That's it.
So with the earth.
Of course she thinks you're a king.
Of course. Of course.
Exactly.
You can get way better than that.
Yeah, but imagine you're a king, you know, as an Israelite, you're a king. So imagine you had an Israelite woman. Then you can actually say, yeah, this is royalty I'm with.
That's right.
You're trying to say she's a queen for what? What did she do?
Right.
See that? It's
My
freedom.
eyes because of the way she acts, her personality. Do you know what I mean? The way she is and kind to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can go meet an Israelite woman, she might not treat me the same. Do you know what I mean? I'm not seeing her for her beauty. I'm seeing her because of her soul. I'm seeing her because of her spirit. I'm seeing her because of her mindset. And I'm seeing her.
But she doesn't listen though to the word.
Yeah, she can listen to the word. Do you know what I mean? She can listen to it, but it triggers like.
So it's
it
not
triggers everyone, like not everyone, like me and you, because we understand. But it triggers a certain type of people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Israelites.
Like me speaking and me not able to speak properly. Do you know what I mean? It triggers you like maybe this guy don't know nothing. Do you know what I mean? No, you guys.
Moses had that.
See, sometimes the way I'm trying to like get all the words in one, you know, in one sentence, so I can just put it out there. I'm working so hard on it. Do you know what I mean? But
we don't think that at all.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of deep stuff.
Yeah, man. I respect your knowledge though.
Come on, yeah, for real.
Yeah, man.
But the righteous woman, she will stand there with you.
Right,
By your side, man.
We've had brothers who they've been with their girlfriend and they were both Israelites and they both stood there. The woman didn't walk away. She stood there and heard it just like the partner. So,
Right.
You had a point?
Yeah. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. In order, what we got to do, where we're coming into this Bible, we need to take instruction, like we said before. You like to be organized. You said organized as a man and know how to lead and how to pull people in the right direction. In order to do that, we have to know how to not lean onto our own understanding. We don't lean onto our own understanding because man is not always right.
right.
I've made them. Yeah, right. There you go. I've made many mistakes, bro. I've made many mistakes in life, but when I found this Bible and the true instruction of what the Lord wants me to do, that's when my life started going straight.
That's right. 90 point.
That was it.
Yeah, go on.
This is the book of Ezra, chapter 10 and verse 10. It says, and Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel.
So, you don't want to take a strange wife. It's not good.
Nah.
Even your parents tell you what, don't talk to what? Strangers.
Right.
The real strangers are these nations that God doesn't want us to be with.
Right.
We want to be of our own people.
Yeah.
And the best way to love your own people is to be of your own.
Right.
Because getting married to someone or having someone as your girl, whatever you want to call it, is not just about pleasuring yourself. There's more to it than that.
100%.
It's about pleasing the Most High God, because you're actually taking a responsibility. You're being an example. So the best people to do that for is your own. You know, being in, I know you've been here, but you know, there's a lot of other nations around here, man. So it might be, you know, difficult. You got a lot of other nations around here. You know, it might be difficult to find your own, but there's enough of our own. There's enough of our own people here, man. It might be difficult, but guess what? There's nothing wrong with being by yourself.
Right.
It's better. I mean, in the scripture it says it's better to be by yourself on a housetop.
Girl, yeah, we got in an argument. We broke up just yesterday.
Can't find it. I think it's in Sirach 25.
Today she
It's better
surprised
to be
me.
on a housetop.
You know, we had like a talk. She surprised me, you know, getting the hotel, you know, getting some gifts from my mom, you know, buying some clothes from my sister. Obviously, those are material stuff, but
You love looking after your family, though, innit?
yeah, she did
puts
all
a spirit
them
on
stuff,
you,
but it's her just showing that, you know, that obviously we've had this argument. I'm thinking I took it too far, because me, once I get in that little anger moment, because when I get in that little anger moment, I over exaggerate and I push. Instead of I would rather be alone, bro. You know, because I love peace. You know what I mean? So I pushed her away, and I just decided to, you know, go to my yard. But she calls back and she tried to make me understand like there was no need for me to do any of that. You know, she got a hotel. You know, I hear what you're saying. It's just my mom even spoke to me and said, "Come on, Ovi. I know you don't cheat. You don't go around sleeping around. You watch before you know you get like the girls I've gone with. I get into a relationship with them. You know what I mean? I just don't like spreading my energy out. You know, I've learned to just keep myself to myself.
Right.
So my mom speaking on to me, and then me linking up with her today and seeing all the stuff she did, it just made me tell like, this girl, like, she really does care about me. You know, she doesn't mean the worst for me, because I was thinking over in my mind my ego to like push her away and just go and do what I want to, like focus on myself, focus on meditating, focus on getting this back, so I can be able to change. Once they see this, they'll know like she knows realistically I don't need her. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not depending on anything from her, and she's not depending on anything from me. Do you know what I mean? That's what I like to see. You know what I mean? And it's 2024, so you hear what you're saying about finding a woman. It's just I've been with this girl and going through all this, and I've seen her soul is so pure compared to all the other girls. Her soul is just too.
Remember what the brother just brought earlier, Proverbs 3 and 5. Proverbs 3.
Yeah.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right.
You're leaning onto your own understanding, saying you trust your soul. But what did God say?
Right.
Trust the Lord.
Trust the Lord.
What did He say about these other nations?
Right.
I literally just read it. Not to be dealing with these other nations, because you're trespassing, you're transgressing the laws of the Lord.
Alright, so that's one
genetics.
an inheritance as well.
Yeah. When it comes to having a child as well, she's gonna want to do Christmas. You're gonna say, nah, actually, we're Israelites. We need to keep Passover.
And all of the wealth that you've got, let's say you pass away, alright, and you get married, all of your wealth is going to go to her, and then she's going to give it to who? Back to your community, your people? No, she's going to give all of your wealth that you've earned, all the things that you're working for,
Right.
and you working?
No.
Or when you do start working, that money you used to get,
I just got to have a double fracture on my leg this October, so I've been on like a wheelchair, crutches, so I've not been working, but I've got a job interview on Monday. My mom's pushing me when I told my dad to just slap me 100 quid and slap it in trading so I can just, I have something there to be doing, to flip money, but bro, my card is like something that doesn't want me to trade because I know how the market is moving at the moment. In the times of trouble, in the times of people's heads are left, and people's heads are right. So I mean, so I've told my dad, but then obviously I've gone out now. I'm going to use that money, to just chill with these guys. Make sure everything is right. I hear you what you're saying. I hear what you're just. I overthink and I do too much. I feel like I need to cut off everyone and just be by myself for a bit.
But you will, trust me, bro.
Yeah, get your Tobit one first.
Yeah, sure, but I got Tobit, yeah.
I need them 10 commandments.
Get Tobit first and we'll get that one.
Don't let your right hand
Tobit.
left hand stood. Because I can tell you something.
4 and verse 12. 4 and verse 12.
Go on.
Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12.
We had a good chat then, man.
And it reads,
Don't leave it on a negative note.
And it reads, beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of their fathers.
Right, imagine you had a Nigerian wife, man. A woman of your own people. Like,
That, bro, I know with having a Nigerian wife, the generation is much stronger and the seed, and then because if you understand,
she understands your culture as well.
You could.
She's gonna cook the food you want to eat. What are you gonna eat later on, man?
I see more.
What's your favorite food, by the way?
Me, my favorite food, bro. I don't even. Right now, I'm in the stage. I'm just, because of this girl, I was in a 3 days fast, bro. I was ready to push it to a 7 days fast. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to give up. Bro, I tell you, I wake up.
Yeah, my girl got me eating, fam. I don't know.
Drinking smoothie.
My girl got me putting on weight, bro.
I had to. She got the
He's gonna go fasting.
We broke up, so I had to.
You broke up with her?
Not like I pushed her. I said I broke up. Just yesterday.
Oh, you off here?
You broke up with her yesterday.
I broke up, bro. Like something was like.
Let's spend the time.
God, baby.
Praise,
I was praising the Lord. I was praising Yahweh. I was
thank you for
singing.
staying, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Good seeing you.
How are you doing, King?
I was praising.
You're good, bro. You're good, bro.
No
Sunny
worries,
box.
no
You're good, bro. Watch that. That's right, bro. Sunny box, bro.
No worries.
It's good, bro. You're good, bro.
And then
Bless my G.
doing that, I was
Thank
like,
you,
let me
thank
go
you. You good?
downstairs,
Yo, good to meet you.
Let me start.
Before we go, let's go. It's Christians.
Uh-oh.
I know I am.
Yeah?
I know I am. Cough to the missus though.
Thank you, I will do.
Please, I know you
don't
are
get milk,
already.
man.
You the man that's giving you the bloody power. Giving you that.
You know, I never heard that term. I never heard that term.
I had to leave.
See, your eyes have changed.
I know he used to be.
He definitely is.
I know he used to be.
You brothers are
No,
definitely
listen.
brothers. Milkmen.
Now, bro.
My life, let's square up and then let's go afterwards. Because these slurs are hurting.
You don't want to.
Whether you call me a coon, you don't want I'm making merch for these men as well, bro.
God, good.
Their wealth, and I'm gonna spend it the right way.
That's right.
I rate that.
Leave my alone, B.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
Con.
Bestiality, dog.
Hey!
I'll edit it.
I didn't please. I got a plan. He'll let you know, innit?
Say nothing. God, bless, bro. Sure.
Love King.
Cool, bro.
Hey, on that, you know what I'm saying? Smash
Hey, on that.
So,
Let's start getting techie now.
I think,
time of clubbing night.
Con.
So, yeah, man, like I was saying, it's really out of love. When you love your own people,
I do. I love my own people.
you be with them, man. You know what I'm saying? You want your own women that's gonna feed you up, man, fat in your bones, man. Like it says in Syrac, we'll get it after.
They come to me.
No, we'll get it after. We'll get the Syrac 25 one first.
Oh, yeah, that's what
You just
Okay,
see
go
me
on.
and they
Yeah.
Just for
see
16,
something in me. I don't have to
Yeah,
do
and
nothing.
fact, the ones in Sirach 26
You know,
verse 3, I think.
Me,
26 and
I was ready
this
to
one.
be alone, bro. I was ready, but it's my mom convincing me, saying she's a good woman, she loves
So I'm
you.
saying, if you love your mum, it kind of gives a spirit on you to be like, not that you want someone literally like your mum, but you know, when your mum is an Israelite, it's gonna make you think, yeah, man, these are the attributes and the things that I want in my woman as well, man. Knowing what Israelite woman can do, knowing that my mum can cook and be clean and look after herself. What can she cook?
What's that from?
Woo! Portuguese. Woo! Like what?
Tell me about it.
I think I'm not into food, though.
That's what I'm saying, man. You wanna,
Crazy.
If you're the righteous woman, you would want to be.
yeah,
You will be.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
Bro, every
I'm not into
every
that.
brother when
Hates her. She wants to cook, but I'm not like, I want to find another source of nutrients than food. You know what I mean?
when brothers get wives, they start putting on the pounds, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm a healthy guy, bro. I'm healthy as hell, bro. Like proper healthy, bro.
Yeah, I hear it. Let's get that though, and then we
It's
get
the book of
26 up.
Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Right, so you don't want to be with just
Damn.
any type of woman. It's better to be by yourself.
Damn.
It's better to be on your ones than to be with a woman. Exactly.
That's deep. Imagine.
I'm only 25.
Lion eat you up.
Exactly. So you don't have to rush into no marriage. You don't have to be with a woman. You're only, like you said, you're only 25. Yeah, build yourself up first, man. Have a foundation yourself first, rather than look for a woman that's gonna drain you. As soon as she knows worth in you, so as soon as you start working for her, she's gonna tell you about all. You can say, oh no, she won't. She's a good girl. She's alright. But as soon as you start working,
Only 2 weeks. Remember them days? It's soon them now, and I know that's gonna rotate me getting 15 bags.
yeah, but as soon as you get up, whether she says it or not, you're gonna feel. Let's get Ecclesiastes 7 verse 7. You're gonna feel indebted.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feel like, oh, I have to give her something because she was there for me and she did this and that.
Right.
Because it didn't allow the Lord to do it for you.
I've got 4 bullies, bro. She got 2 bullies off me, bro. Do you know what I mean? And she pays $4,000. You know, say like, bro.
Yeah, just let her be. Just let her buy your dogs, innit? You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I mean, just leave it at that.
It's not even about the money. It's just I'm trying to just get you to see that.
You don't have to be with her because she bought some dogs from you.
No, it's not that. I'm trying to say, even when I was low, she's always been there. Doesn't that mean that?
Yeah, but you know who?
So
You know who's always been there?
my mom.
No. Exactly. That's who's always been there. Don't give too much credit to these.
Inside everyone.
That's why you're still here.
Right.
Don't be here thinking that it's because of her or because of anyone.
That's right.
Most high,
All the
man.
glory to her.
Teach,
Yeah, man, all glory, honor, and praises to what's her name?
Olivia.
Yeah, man. No, you can't give all glory, honor, and praises to Olivia, man.
I don't give that. Just because my girl. She's someone I see a potential with in the future.
Cool. I'm gonna give a few precepts. I'm gonna rest on that point, but at least I sowed the seed.
Right.
Let's read Ecclesiastes 7 and 7.
Out there in the future, you know, I know there's ways for us to know. So our body, this physical body we have, stops deteriorating. I know there's ways for that. You know, we just have to find the ways. You know, AI is getting advanced. We too can do the same. We just have to find it. You know, I'm on that route.
Have you heard of Jonathan Majors?
No.
You don't know who that is? Okay, don't worry.
Explain.
Have you heard of this guy here?
That's Jonathan May.
No, that's Emmett Till.
No.
Yeah, he got close to a white woman as a kid, and then that was the end of him. Let's read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So in our oppression, you know, it can affect us, man, deeply. We're being oppressed, we're on the bottom. You don't get all the opportunities that all these other nations get. It can make a wise man, a righteous man mad.
Right.
Go on.
And the gift destroyeth the heart.
And a gift can destroy your mind. Because if you receive a gift and people do things for you, especially in the times of oppression, it can destroy your mind.
I don't like accepting any gifts me.
That can come through people helping you out. it can actually destroy your mind because you feel indebted to that person.
Right.
And it becomes like a bribe.
Right.
So someone can bribe you and then you forget about what's right and what's wrong and what you should be doing and going according to the path that you had in the first place.
Right.
Let's go to Leviticus 19 verse 27. Let's go to get Sirach 26 verse 3.
He's basically just saying rely on yourself and rely on God.
Rely on the Most High first, and then everything will come through. And then, yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 3. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Go on. One way. So I want that as well, but also on where it says she'll fatten his bones. So a good wife is a good portion given to them that fear the Lord.
Right.
So don't think that if you don't have this woman, that you're never gonna have a wife. I'm gonna be lonely. There's never gonna be a better woman out there for me. No, she's the best woman I can never get.
That's low vibration thinking.
Exactly.
That can be me. I can never rely on a woman.
Right. Like you said, you're healthy.
Because they can never understand me. But this girl, that's why I feel like she understands me a bit.
Bruv, I'll just be real and straight.
I don't want to push her too much on my side. I want her to just, either she'll see me change, you know what I mean, for the better of it, she can change herself.
What would you rate her looks-wise out of 10?
I don't rate on looks.
No.
I told you she used to be a bit.
Exactly. What would you rate her out of 10?
Out of 10?
Looks-wise, just be real. She's not here, man.
I rate her 10 out of 10, bro.
Come on,
10 out of 10. Looks not all that, bro. Looks is not all that.
We're talking about looks.
You're saying looks on I'm talking about looks though.
That's okay.
It's not as personality.
10 out of 10.
What even for looks?
Her looks are 10 out of 10. So she's the most beautiful girl in the world.
To me right now, yeah, she's my girl, bro. To me.
Come on, man. So I'm gonna say this is just going. This is just going on.
Whoa!
It's just happened.
See the scripture you read? Pluck your eye out.
Pluck your eye out.
Right now. If I leave it today, I meditate and she'll be gone out of my heart, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, say that again.
If I had I'm that type of person.
Bare backside up in your ear.
Do you know what I mean? I love her, yes. But if I know she doesn't want me,
I
would go away, meditate, and find a way that all that feelings.
So we're teaching this brother to stay away from this.
Aside and become someone and just think of moving on. Do you get what I mean? Moving on. What's the next outcome? Because obviously you're saying that the Lord is always watching you and is always planning your next step, right? And if He plans a step for you and you go the other route, you're thinking, okay, yes, let's make it more challenging for him with the next step. You get me? So that's how I see. I feel like, thank you. I'm grateful. I can breathe. I can see. I have a hand. I have a legs. I can question things. So I'm always grateful for that. And I don't ask for anything else. It's just me doing. Like, yeah.
Let's read that one as well.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 13.
Right.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
Right. And so a woman's grace would delight the husband. You know what grace is? So your wife is moving gracefully. So for example, her covering up her body is graceful. That woman wasn't doing that.
Bro, I got a scarf, bro.
Where's it at though? I didn't see it.
Bro,
why is she out, man? Just like
herself. Yeah.
She out, just dishing out her milk, man.
Her mother even told her to cover herself as well, bro. She said, nah, we OV now, cover her up. Yeah.
But why was she doing it though?
I don't what?
Why was she doing it though?
Right now, because we're going in the bus, yeah, and I just took the snap out of the
Sounds like you're making excuses.
Yeah, like
bro.
You're making excuses for her at this point.
And that's the thing.
I'm not with her.
You see, if she was dressed modestly, right now I know what's going on in your body. You feel a little bit awkward. And read that first bit again.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
So see, and she knows that, right? But she's just going off.
Wife, I'm still testing.
So it says the grace of a wife is going to delight her husband. So you feel delighted. You're going to feel happy. Like, oh, my wife is modest. Like she's not out there. She's not keep making my mind think about what type of things she's trying to do to dress like that, and what type of people that I'm gonna have to encounter because she's dressed like that. You're gonna be delighted that you didn't have to think that way.
Right,
You're gonna feel calm. Your mind's gonna be at ease.
Right.
And that's where your mind's not at, because now you got to justify where your wife's breasts is at. You know?
No, bro, she had 2 dresses. One of the other dresses was a bit like, she had like a pants on and a top, but the pants didn't fit. So the other dress, I was like, you know, just wear the other dress. It took us time, you know, to get, you know, the skirt on. We even had to staple it with a stapler. Do you know what I mean? So
I'm saying, and that didn't make you. You think you want to be doing that with your time? Stapling up your wife's dress, bro?
It's not.
Man, you don't want to be doing that with your day, man.
It's not that. It's just
you're doing some push-ups aside,
man. Remember I told you we broke up. Do you know what I mean?
That's even worse. You broke up with her, now you're stapling a dress. You broke up with her, now she's got the what?
We broke up
and now she's got her breasts up.
We broke up yesterday. We've been together almost a year, like a year now. Yeah. My mom told me this woman, she's good. Do you know what I mean? She went in her own. She works. You know what I mean? She works in a hotel. She does 12-hour shifts. You know, she also has epilepsy. Do you know what I mean? My mom told me she is good. She is really, really good for you. Like, you're not ever gonna see a woman like this.
Yeah, that's not in the Bible, man.
And then she.
You have to go trust in the Lord. Don't trust in your mother.
Right.
Trust in the Lord. Let's finish that.
It's Sirach 26 and verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
Her discretion. You know what discretion means? To be discreet means you're not out there for everyone. Meaning she's not someone who's loud, she's not interrupting conversations, she's not showing off her assets. She's discreet. It's gonna fatten your bones, it's gonna make you strong. You're gonna be a stronger man with a righteous wife, because you're gonna be with a woman that is gonna make you feel, you know, empowered, give you, you know, you're gonna stand up straight. Like, I have a woman that's doing things for me. I don't have to worry about certain things, because she's got everything patterned for me, or patterned for the things that she needs to be doing that can help you. She's meant to be helping you, helping you stand up strong.
Uplifting, I hear you.
Yeah, man. And how much more better than one of your own women who, again, knows your culture, knows your background, knows your history, looks like you, thinks like you, thinks like the Most High God. How much so her, man? Who's greater, man? Who can cook better, who can dance better, who can sing better, who looks better,
teacher,
right? Who does everything better, man? Has better hair, smells better, looks after herself, dresses better. How much so her, man? But that's the end of that point. I've sowed the seed on that. Right? Most High willing, someone else can come and water that. And the Most High gives the increase on it.
Well, praises to the Most High.
Let's get Leviticus 19 and 27. Let me show you what you are doing, which is mighty.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 27. And it reads, Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So another commandment is, in order to be a man, you don't cut your hair off and be bald, and you don't shave your beard off either. Right? You got a mighty beard there, man.
Mighty beard. Mighty beard.
You got a very good beard there, man. Right? And that's why these women, they see you as a king, man.
Right.
Because you got that beard all shaped up, man. Right? Really, look, you can get. I know I said I'm gonna yield on the point, but you can get women better than that, man.
100%.
Right? You can get women better than that.
That's right.
Brother, I'm telling you this. I was ready to cut off my girl, bro.
And why is that, by the way? Why did you break up with her?
Oh, bro, I told you, I woke up in the morning, I was happy, I was just so thankful that I'm able to breathe the air, so I was singing, so I wanted to do, so I went downstairs, you know, got all the wet clothes, the dry clothes, wanted to fold it, do you know what I mean? And then obviously she got up, you know, she went down, like I was done tidying up, done cleaning the dogs, I was about to go wash the dishes, you know, and literally I took some of the dry dishes, you know, when you pattern and you put in the cupboards and that. So I was about to do that, and then obviously she goes downstairs and she didn't like the way I tidied it up, and then obviously she goes.
So she didn't like the way you.
She didn't like the way I tidied it up, and I'm like.
What, the clothes or the dishes?
The dish, no. You know when you put the dry dishes on the cupboards. You know when you put your bottle of beer wash, you take the dry dishes and put it in the cupboard. You And after you wash the dishes.
Oh, in the dishwasher.
Nah, you wash the dishes.
And you put it back in the cup.
So remember I told you.
I get you.
To have my environment clean.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Why? Because you're Israelite. Because you're black, basically.
I'm waking up.
Fair,
you know what I mean? I'm trying to get more into nature. You know.
Yeah, you're organized. Yeah.
Organized. Come on.
Stay in Sirach 26.
Get the money, Lord,
and then,
get the money.
Come.
Then.
Yeah.
I was
just
trying
got the wife
to
and
do
the ordering of a house.
Something,
it might be the next
something
verse or the
inside it
previous
was
verse.
like, let me just get him, you know, a bit angry or something. Get him in the mood.
Yeah.
She's like, why don't you just tie up that? I'm like, come on, we just done the clothes together. We should just do that together now. I'm gonna wash the dishes, you know. But the thing is, when I wash the dishes, I don't ask her, why don't you come do this? I just do it. Do you know what I mean? But she's like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it, you know, properly for once? And then I'm like, do you know what? Say no more.
What does she mean by that? When she said do it properly?
The dishes there, and I went upstairs, and then she's like, oh, since you came here, my house is, you know, it's not the way it used to be. It's all rough. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I pour water on the toilet floor, but who destroyed the carpet? And then when I offered to, you know, fix the carpet, you told me like, don't do it, leave it. Nah, I shouldn't worry about it. But now you're going on like I destroyed it when I even helped more to, you know, fix things and to, you know. And then obviously I've gone to like chill upstairs.
Get out.
No, it's just obviously my energy is too.
No, it's not.
It's too, and it puts even my mom, bro. I can be standing next to my mom. My mom be having negative vibes about me. She be like, "There's nothing wrong." She's seen I can be something better, but they're thinking I'm not following the right path. I need to be more into material stuff. I need to be more into driving. I need to be like my sister.
Yeah, but you was on the right track. Like you know. There's a way, you know, your wife should be, and something in your spirit, you know, was against her spirit because of the way, you know.
Girl did not even want me to do nothing, bro. She just wanted me to chill. She even offered to give me uckles, bro. I said no. I'm in the mood of praising the Lord. Why are you trying to give me this? You don't understand. You don't get me, bro. I pushed her away, so I felt like she wanted to. So I'm like a timing ticking bomb, bro.
Yeah.
But once I'm angry, bro, I'm all over the place, bro. Like, boom, I could be switched, bro. Like, if you get me, like, I'm not trying to, like.
Man got mad. Once you get mad, you get mad.
And I'm like, okay, say no more. I'm gone. Do you know what I mean? I won't hit her.
Right.
But I would want to push everyone away from me, bro.
I hear you.
Lazy eye, yeah?
No, I'm not lazy, bro.
No, not you, lazy. He's trying to get that lazy eye.
What do you mean?
So it's a Fredo bar inside.
Yeah. Nah.
Let's get that precept.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 60. As the sun, when it ariseth in the high heaven.
Imagine, like, the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, like the sunrise. Do you like the sunrise? You like nature. How do you feel about the sunrise?
I feel like I'm more powerful when that sun is right. I feel like it follows me everywhere, bro. I feel like when I'm in the sun, say if I fast for like 3 days, I get more nutrients. For some reason, I just feel more. I can even extend my fast. I can extend it.
So let's see what God likens that to.
It says, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
In the what?
In the
Ordering of her house.
So it's a beautiful thing for a wife to order a house. It's like the sun rising, man.